Did you know that not one of London's rivers are classified as good by the Environment Agency, essentially meaning they're in poor health? Mayor Sadiq Khan plans to make London's rivers swimmable by 2034. The London Assembly Environment Committee has been discussing how to achieve this, with one concern being the lack of water quality monitoring.
And so unless you have a bathing site, a fishery, a water abstraction, a water company is not required under their permit to be able to monitor the nasties, those bugs we're talking about.
With billions of litres of sewage being pumped into the river, not only are the waterways ecosystem at risk, but also river users, such as swimmers and rowers.
Now, this one's quite fun. This is the turbidity. So this is looking at how much solids are sort of hanging around in the water. So what I'll do here is I'll pour this into the top of the tube, and as I look down the top, I look at what's called the Secchi disc, and if I can still see that, that's where the measure is. So if you look down the top, you can still see actually the water's quite clear today.
In 2023, Fulham Reach Boat Club started testing the water quality where they row. They believe that protecting their well-being requires safeguarding the environment that supports it.
15,000 football pitches of space in London, when we're all crammed in so little space on the land, why aren't we using the river more? It's such an amazing thing for us to have. It's so beautiful, so good for our physical and mental health. We should be making more of it. We need a regulated water management system, and that would involve government departments and also water companies. But we're the end user. We're right next to the water all the day, every day. So we need to take an interest in it as well. And I think that's where the water quality monitoring for us just felt like such a natural thing to do. This is actually quite on the low scale. Like, we have seen it much higher than this before, but this is actually quite good today. It's actually quite low.
On this day, the water quality in Hammersmith is okay, but this is not always the case, with factors such as rainfall and sewage disposal continuously affecting the river's health. Further upstream, Putney Town Rowing Club has also started monitoring the water quality. In the last 2 years, they have had 14 incidences of sickness by ingestion of water.
As a rower, when you take the boat out, you lift it past your face and over your head, seeing the scum and the froth inches from your face. Gradually, I realised that raw sewage was being discharged into the Thames. And it's such a shocking idea when you realise that that's happening, that you look for things you can do.
Since beginning their testing, Putney Town Boat Club has consistently found E. coli levels exceeding the threshold set by the Environment Agency for safe swimming.
It's always over that 900 units. I don't think it's been below 1,200. And our very first reading was 43,000. So it's extremely high.
Citizen science data projects, such as those collected by the clubs, are being utilised by a new non-profit organisation called Friends of the Thames. This group aims to create a comprehensive map of the River Thames's health from source to sea.
For citizen scientists saying they're doing all this testing, but they're not really sure where their results are going. They're not sure what good they're doing. They're just testing and they say, we don't know what's going on upstream, really, and we don't really know what's going on downstream. So if we get a really bad reading, it would be interesting to know what is happening upstream so we can pinpoint where the problem lies.
The organisation plans to use this data to advocate for stronger protections for the river. However, it's not just local river users they're encouraging to get involved. It's also residents.
What communities can do and how they can help is they can get involved. They can go and walk by their river. If they walk, they can pick up rubbish, right? They can clear up what they see. They could learn about their patch of the river. So walk the same way once a week, twice a week, every day, whatever, and observe what's living there. If some days it looks really horribly grubby, take a photo, look at the Thames Water sewage map, see what's happening, report it. Write to your MP. Inundate your MP with letters.
It looks like there's still work to be done until we achieve making rivers swimmable by 2034. But with local initiatives and campaigns, it could be London communities that drive this change.
I think it's a really exciting time. People are really getting behind how important these things are, and the more that the general public show that we care, the more that government will have to respond and put more resources in place, and water companies be more accountable and all that kind of thing.